Now, your parents got to go to work, okay? They got to go to work. They got to make a way. They got to make a living. So now they have to give up the most valuable thing that they have, time. And they have to go put their time into someone else's business, someone else's dreams, someone else's visions, someone else's empires, someone else's systems, someone else's operations, someone else's whatever. Now you have to go, and your child have to be cared for, right? Who gonna watch the child? Who gonna watch the child? Who gonna watch the child? The child must be cared for. Now, back in the day, in the hood, aunties, mamas, whoever watched kids, right? Not whoever. I don't mean like just drop them off on anybody. That's not what I'm saying. Some of y'all, y'all comprehension skills is, I don't know. But I'm not saying anybody. I'm saying like whether it's a cousin or a best friend, or whether it's somebody you know in the family, like, girl, could you watch so and so for me tomorrow? Like my auntie used to always watch people kids. Okay, it was nothing. It was like, okay, we yeah, right. But was those girls going to jobs? No, they was going out. They was going to kick it. They ain't really had jobs like that in the hood. Like nah. But although you really had jobs like that, you had aunties around, you had tight, people was close, okay? People was raising people, look, don't do this, don't do that. Now, it's not like that. It's not like that. You say something to somebody kid, they probably kill you. You can't, nope, it's not like that. Or you got people out here who don't really mean kids no good. Like you got some no good people out here, right? But that's not the case. What we are talking about is the mind state, the frame, the trap, okay? The real trap. The trap that don't nobody see. Okay, the real trap that everybody, that it's a language to, it's everything for this trap, okay? And it's the trap of stealing your time, okay? That's the trap. It's the trap of giving valuable energy away. Like it's a video right now going around of I think this boy is getting sentenced, and whoever talking about they need people fit like that because the jail population, the prison population is olding out or aging out or something like that. And everybody is posting this video like this is a shock. Y'all see what he's saying? Y'all see what he's saying? He's saying, he basically telling y'all that they using y'all for y'all body. They using, oh, they not just using them. Oh, you thought they was just getting used? That's the funny part. You thought you weren't being used? Oh, because you thought you was free, you was different. Oh, yeah, you being used, baby. You being used. You being used. You being used. People be sitting up there getting mad. Don't say this. Don't say that. Listen, ain't nobody got time for all that. Ain't nobody got time for all that. Don't say this. Don't say that. You need to know, and you need to know how to fix it. That's what you need to know. You need to know how to fix it because, it be too many people just think they know everything. And their lives be like shitola. Their lives be messed up. But you also got to define, because some people is cool with living in chaos. Some people thrive in chaos. Some people is functioning in chaos every day, and they believe that they living the greatest life. You got some people out here lying about what they really going through on a day-to-day basis, putting up fronts, pretending, sweeping things under the rug, acting like was okay. But again, the trap, okay, that nobody talks about. The trap of working your life away. The trap of going to school your life away. It don't matter. Some people die young, some people die old, right? So some people just in school and it's still your time, right? It's your time. And people feel that you are a number, and people feel that you could get this. Sometimes you can get some things, sometimes you can't get some things, and even if you do get some things, it'd be very minimum things, right? And it's like they got to know all this about you just for this little bitty amount. Like they got to know all this about, like when you really look at how the system is set up. So we're talking about the work mentality. They tell you while you in school, oh, you got to be good so you can get a good job. Like, jobs ain't appealing. Like, why is that the thing? Why is a job the prize? Why is when people look at the fact that you don't have a job, they like, oh, you a bum. Like, what? Like, why do people want? And then everybody who work is usually miserable. And I think they want you to be miserable with them. I think that's what it is. But see, you have very few people. Some people lie about if they like the job. Some people. And then you have some people who do like the job, right? You have some people who like their job. They like, okay, I like this job, and that's fine, right? And you have some people who get the job mixed up with their role, with their identity. God didn't call you to do no job. Oh, this is my ideal job or my dream job or what. Like, listen, God called you to do some work, real work, not to be out here giving your hard, valuable time away to a job. That's not what God called you for. God called you to build gifts, create gifts. That's what God called you to do. God called you to build, to create. One of the first things in that, and that's, see, and this is the problem. This is the problem. As soon as you come into this world, right, you in this world, they got papers, numbers, all this stuff on you. So you don't really, you playing your role. You're playing your role, okay? Somewhere later down the line, you become whatever, heathen or whatever you become. Some problems happen. You go through life, you go through troubles, you gonna go some sort of way. Some people get strung out on crack. I tell y'all all the time, my father died of a drug overdose, okay? Some people get strung out on crack, dope. Some people, they just turn numb. Some people turn bitter. Some people turn cold. Some people turn good. Some people turn bad. Some people turn like, you heard the saying, hurt people is the same thing. Heal people. Usually when you find somebody that is trying to do something good, usually, you know what I mean? Like, usually when they following God, usually it be okay. If they following God, if God in the midst of it. If God ain't in the midst of it, then it may be some confusion. It may be some problems in it. You know what I mean? It may not be of God. And that's the whole thing when it comes to this survival and this living thing as well. Because, see, here's the thing. You know, people rely on jobs and they feel like jobs is they end all be all. Like if I don't work this job, like I'm a bum. If I don't work this job, like I'm gonna lose my house. If I don't work this job, like what are they gonna think about me, right? But it's not about working a job. Like it's really not about working a job. The thing of the matter is, like, a job is not freedom. It's not freedom. A job ain't freedom. A job ain't nowhere near freedom. You can't do what you want to do with no job. You can't do they. First of all, you got to be somebody different off top going to get the job. You can't be who you want to be. You got to be who they want you to be. At a job, you got to do it the way they want you to do it. You can't do it the way you want to do it. You may know a better way. And even if you do know a better way, and even if you tell them, some people may take your better way and still dismiss you, still get rid of you, still don't see value in you, so they can still send you on your merry way any chance they get, any chance they want to, any chance they decide, I don't want you here anymore. We don't want you to work here anymore. And then what you do? You put all your eggs in that one job basket. That's it. You got a basket of eggs, and this is your this is the job. This the job basket. All your stuff in this job basket. So now you got all your eggs in the jar in the basket. And that's the only basket you use. You don't use no other baskets. No other baskets to make money. No other baskets to come in. And people, they be, I got this hustle, I got that hustle. No, I'm not. I'm not about hustling. Like, I'm about creating. Like, I feel like I'm on a higher level when I create. Okay, so people be thinking like, oh, books you read. No, no. These are books I wrote. These are books I created, right? These are books and structures and things, tools to help the person go from survival to living. Because right now, everybody is in survival mode. Everybody is either lying about them being in survival mode. They in survival mode. They can't get closer to God. They talking about how God ain't hearing from them. God's talking. You just not listening. God is talking. But, I notice a lot of times people, I got a cousin. Whew, my cousin's crazy. Okay, like, I'm like, she like, I don't know. God ain't talking to me. God ain't talking to me. I'm like, God is talking to you. You ain't listening. God is telling you what to do. You ain't listening. If God did told you several times, first of all, all type of chaos that broke out. That's first of all, that's God right there. So it's all type of chaos over here. That's number one. It's no peace. I mean, it's no peace through here. And you mean to tell me God ain't speaking? Honey, I'm just on the sidelines, okay? I'm just on the side. I'm just a bystander looking at your stuff because I got my own stuff too, right? I got my own chaotic lane over here too, right? So I'm trying to pick up on the signs and everything too. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not judging you. What I'm saying is, I'm in my own chaotic lane over here, so I can visually see. And one of the gifts that God gave me is the ability to see, okay, something ain't right, something wrong here, okay? God gave me the ability to seek, okay, to find, okay, to go seek, knock, okay? So I have those abilities, right? But I don't know if you got the same abilities, right? So what tends to happen is you looking at me and I'm a little bit more calmer about my chaotic situation, you're not. You're in the business of blaming. You don't think God is listening to you. God is listening to you. You're not listening. God told you to go this way, but you wanted to go this way. And you wanted some signs. You wanted God to tell you to go this way, right? But God said, no, God didn't tell you to go this way. But you said, oh, so you just chopped it up like you ain't see it. Oh, God ain't talking to me. God ain't talking to me. God ain't talking to me. God told you to go this way. You wanted to go this way. God told you to go that way. But you ain't want to go that way. So now you're blind. God ain't speaking to me. Now you can't hear. Now you deaf. Now God ain't talking to you. God talking. And the crazy thing about it is like, they want you to be in the same state as them. And it's like, I'm not in the same state as you because I'm doing something different. My mindset is different. I'm listening. I'm being obedient. Okay? I'm thanking God. I'm creating. I'm multiplying my gifts. I'm tuning in every day. So when you start comparing, right? You start comparing, you gotta look and you gotta understand. You gotta say, okay, wait a minute. What is it that I believe, right? You looking at somebody else and you like, oh, that person got these results and that person got now. No, that's why it is very dangerous to compare. That's why it is very dangerous to compare. Because now you comparing yourself, you're not even doing the same things that the other person is doing. Haven't even been to the same places that the other person has been to. You ain't even like experienced felt the same things or had the same things happen to you. So again, you can't compare. Everybody is unique, but not unique, right? When it comes to you, it's just you. Internally, it's you. So it's like when we go and we relying on these things, we relying on certain roles. We relying on certain roles because we're not listening to the identity that God gave us. Because I promise you, if you listening to the identity that God gave you, if you listening to what God tell you to be, and you listening to what God tell you to do, and if for some reason you like, girl, how do I do that? How do I do that? Get this one right here. This one right here, right? You gonna get to know yourself in this one. It got writing in it, so I'm gonna have to show another one, but this one is trackers where you can put goals in here. You can list out your schedule. You can do self-checks, self-care checks, which you're supposed to be doing. You should be doing.